Gloves on, waterproofs on, and away to go. Cohen's arrived. Tango! Out. It can be a bit ticklish. Well, they're all descended from my grandfather's cows, but some of those are the original genetics. The black and white are your typical dairy breeder you'll find everywhere. The dairy shorthorns are a very old traditional breed. We try and preserve those genetics. People think that the cows are forced to come in and forced to be milked. But as you would have seen this morning, they brought themselves in. Right, Tango! Growing up on a farm as a child is one of the most exciting things you could ever want to do when you're a kid. And one of my favourite things when I was little was I used to be very conscious about the animals around me, and I would spend a lot of time just sat quietly in a pen, just being part of the animals that were all around me and waiting for them to come to me. And yeah, I felt a huge connection with the livestock. Love it. So I've just put a post that says, "The lazy sun has finally turned up for work today. Happy summer, everyone." This is quite nice to celebrate the sunrise. This was breakfast yesterday. This is breakfast today, so the cows are always going on to clean pasture. And all that is to do, it's to do with efficiency, but it's also a carbon footprint because they're not wasting the grass. So they'll put this massive tongue out and they'll try and grab the grass and they'll eat it. What do you think? When it's really short like that, they can't do it. But when they come into that long area there, they can get loads and loads of grass. Right, and that's what Wales is famous for, isn't it? Green grass. Cows can be really, 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 really stubborn. Basically, if you upset them, they will not give you any milk. That's what I find quite cool about cows. You know, they're still capable of that individual thought. I may be the farmer, but they are the boss. So if you're asking a cow to produce a lot of milk, but you're not giving her the nutrients, she's never going to do it. So by the time we hit August, they need to start having extra vitamins and minerals that they may not be getting out the grass anymore, because they're doing, if they were just living in the wild and looking after themselves, it's fine, but they're not. They're looking after the rest of us, and they're making sure that they're feeding the rest of us. So in order to do that, we need to give them some food in return, and that's how it works. Look at this. It's my favourite bit about this time of year at the minute. Breakfast. This year they've been absolutely massive. I'm good. Really good. to livestock farmers, to people like me, they're like our family. And for a lot of people who are looking at us from outside the industry, that might seem really strange. But we have this, someone once described it as a symbiotic relationship, and it's true. You know, we need one another and we enjoy existing in one another's worlds. What are you doing there, woman? Just let her through a minute. Okay. Go on then, lovely. Yeah, no. Wonky is her pet name, but her more politically correct name would be McCluskey, I suppose. She was born with wonky feet. So I'm going to be honest, her future in dairy is not going to be very long. You see she's got deformed feet? Come here, baby. See? We've got problems, haven't you? So the question is, what do you do with that? The answer is we don't know, do we? No. Like, adulthood is probably not going to suit her very well. The bigger she gets, the heavier she gets. Yeah, I probably should have had her put down when she was a baby, because you have to ask yourself, how appropriate is it to keep an animal that's got... Unfortunately, she stole everybody's hearts before we realised, and that was the end of that. Right, you get to stay out of the way. Right, I'm just going to shut these in a minute. So she's a classic case of what does society want? Do they want a life for every animal? Or do they want every animal to live that life? I'll do what she tells me to do. She's got a deformed claw, so it's curling under. So she's fine, she's not in any pain, but she's not walking very well. So I don't know yet what I'm going to do with her. The vet says I should have her put to sleep. And probably the accountant, the invisible accountant, would say she's not going to make her any money. But, you know, at the end of the day, she's walking around at the minute doing her thing, so we'll leave her to it, but we'll have to see. Since the 1st of January this year, 2023, the milk price was then at roughly 49 pence a litre, and now it's dropped down, in some cases, as low as 35 pence a litre. It's very complicated. You can't just say, oh, the business isn't profitable, we'll go out of business. Because unfortunately with a farm, built into it is my house, my heritage. You just keep hanging on and hoping for better times. Yeah.
Very fresh from this morning from the cows. But yeah, they've just been milked, so yeah. So it's nice and warm. I have tried some unpasteurised milk straight from the sort of the tank, I suppose. Yeah, and it was really good. I had it with the coffee, so yeah, it's okay. it's nice and full now.
Yeah,
You can see it's lying down.
Can you see the difference, like, between this one's stomach here on the side and then that one's looks chonky?
It's been really good to see as a vet student an example of really high quality welfare, and Abi's really good at sort of taking time out to teach you things like that. And she treats each cow as an individual.
But then beyond that, obviously I think she's really happy and keen to support the next generation of farmers and vet students, because she knows that us coming here and learning is vital to our future career. For example, Abi's current vet was a student here on placement when she was in university, and so I think she just understands that she's giving back in that way, and then it will be returned when we eventually go on to become vets, and that's something we're really grateful for here.
Make me laugh. Too much of the smell of bacon, eh? What is going on in the oven?
More bacon.
More bacon. Do you guys want some more bacon?
No, I'm
John's
what are you on about?
Yeah, get into the toast.
Your bacon.
There's more bacon there. Happy days. Yeah.
He's gonna like it. That's it.
Sit, darling.
Right, I'll give you your gift now. So I
Oh,
don't
right.
know what they'll taste like, but they look
You don't need
70s.
to bring anything, guys.
Well, I did, so too late.
I can't take much credit for this.
No, you'll eat
Did you not cook?
By association.
You helped them in the car on the way
I did.
over. That's what your part was playing. That was.
Too good. Ah, too kind. Thanks. Thank you. Too kind.
I did try to make-
Oh my god.
Well, I wanted to make you shorthorns, but I didn't like brown icing, so I had to make you Frisian.
That is amazing.
And their ears went a little
Can't
bit
say.
sad, but that's okay as
I
well.
love the way one's missing an ear.
Fallen off. Oh dear.
That is so cool. I might actually have to take a photo of that myself. Oh, get in, James. Might as well put the
I'll
photo
come in as well.
in.
Take some credit for that.
That's all right.
So I
you
put
can
my
have the
hand around
credit.
it as well.
So you're all having milk, yeah?
Yeah.
Do you want like just a bit, or?
No, I'll have the full Monty.
On the last day,
You know.
have a milky
It's disrespectful otherwise. Were you always sure you were going to be a dairy farmer, or did you
No.
think about other farming practices, or not even
No,
just farming?
when I was in school, being a farmer was not looked upon as a credible career, particularly if you were female. So
Really?
you had to be a dentist or a doctor. If you wanted to be a vet, you were okay-ish, but slightly on the dark side. But yeah, if you wanted to be a farmer, it was like, oh my god, we're not even going to acknowledge you.
Like the teachers?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Is this a family thing that's been passed down to you?
Yeah, so I'm
Yeah,
third
I thought
generation
so. I was
here.
gonna say.
My grandfather got married and moved here, and they were tenants back in the 30s.
But family were happy for you to do farming, but in
Yeah.
school they just
Yeah.
didn't.
They
It's,
discouraged
it's
it.
just this. It's just an urban view of
Misconception.
what it's like, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a shame that.
Yeah,
It's
which
really,
is why
it's refreshing to see
Alicia. Yeah.
it was really.
Which is why I spend a lot of time trying to tell people what we do as farmers, so that
Yeah.
they can understand. Because I guess sometimes we're like we're worlds apart, worlds and worlds and worlds apart,
Yeah.
and they just don't get it.
No.
So breaking the misconceptions about farming is just an ongoing mission that we just have to keep at. I make a commitment to visit at least one school every term, usually primary, but if I can do a secondary I will, and talk to youngsters about food and farming. I'll visit shows, I put images and videos on social media. We host farm visits to anybody who wants to come. We do open days. I will answer all sorts of questions from you are a cow killer and you are a rapist and a murderer and a kidnapper, to things like, are you organic? Why are your cows full of antibiotics? you know, you enslave animals, things like that. So it's trying to help people realise that it's not quite like that. Come on, darling. Wait! Come here. We'll chase the dog now. Tang! No. Don't bloody go back down there now. Go over there. Go over there. She'll come back again now. So this one is called Madam. So she is a native British Dairy Shorthorn. They are as rare as a Siberian tiger. No one's looking after them. There's not many purebreds left like her. They're not as efficient as the black and white cow. So if they're not as efficient, they're not as carbon efficient. So what do people want? Do they want culture, history and biodiversity? Or do they want carbon efficiency and save the planet? And that is up to different people to decide. I choose a bit of both. Don't know what the future will decide. It's in their hands. Oh no, you little pig.
I think I got it more over me than you.
You guys, you gonna come over and say hello? No? You thinking about it? Like, who the hell is this? You thinking about it? Come on then. This one is impatient to go in to be milked, aren't you? Very impatient.
Why do they like milking?
They like routine, so they don't like you to miss, you know, if you're late or even early, they don't like that. And they like the order. They like, you know, they come in, they give milk, it's a sense of release because they're letting the milk go. And then they come back out and they go back and they have fresh grass. And I guess she's kind of running out of grass and thinking, well, if I go in to be milked now, the grass will come back and I can eat some more. They largely rule by their stomachs. I know, lovey, we're nearly due to go in. Another hour. Yep. I know. Oh God. Touch the electric fence. So again, this is another misconception, which is people think that we force cows into a parlour. These are cows telling me that they want to go into the parlour. Come here, Karen. No. Come here. Come here. Come here. Just wait now. Wait. Give everybody a minute. Give everyone a moment. This is them wanting to come in to be milked. So I haven't gone to get them. I might have to go and get a couple of stragglers that are still eating, but everybody else is quite happy to come in on their own accord. and queue up because they know it's the time. Come on, girls! Come on then. Everybody in. Time. Right, women. Being a farmer is one of the most exciting jobs you could ever possibly do. It's so satisfying, and if you like dirt and being out in the elements, and you like taking your dog to work, and you don't mind the sunset or the sunrise, and you'll work every hour that God sends and know that you've had a good life, then you are a farmer. And you know, get on with it, go and do it. What an amazing job.